Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a reading for February 2024. Of course, you could watch this video whenever you feel called to. I have 3 decks that I'll be using. The main deck is the Slavic Legends Tarot, and I love this deck. This is the box that it comes in. I love how direct the readings are, and they're gentle at the same time. They have a poetic voice to them, as if it's telling a story or a piece of literature. Then I have the Power of the Runes. This has imagery that I really connect to, the symbolism of the runes. I feel like the interpretations were ones that I thought were portrayed well in the cards, and it's definitely fun having the runes in card form. Then for those who have been on my channel, may have seen this deck. It was the first oracle deck that I used for my readings on this channel. It's the Healing with the Fairies. So I'll give my message from the card that I pull. I'll also read the message that's in this book. So I haven't pulled out the cards yet. The cards are already jumping, so it feels like there is a deep message here, because and I don't usually turn the cards over, but there's that card just getting turned over. Something that feels deep. The first word that came to mind is eerie. So there could be things that have yet to be unfolded, realized, told. There's a lot of energy to it, as if the person that wants this information is eager to have it be recognized or found. And then apples and knowledge come to mind too. And calling. There is the Oracle card that came out, actually two, and it's sweet. So the two Oracle cards that came out are feeling safe and creative expression. There is a sense of authenticity that comes from this, for things to be revealed in their own way. And to be in their own way. As if there's a sense of forming a bond with another person that is just as a certain way as you are, and there's a connection there. There's a sense of an outsider type of energy, and then you guys find each other, and it seems as if there's a belonging in the two heart spaces. The overall energy for the reading is the Moon card. And with the Moon card, a lot of times there is the talk about the dark night of the soul. And with the dark night of the soul, it does seem to be a meaning that can be, in other words, uh, one where a person goes into the depths of their own personality and is able to reveal things to themselves and other people too. There are certain aspects that maybe we keep locked away because they aren't of the norm, as if you live your life to the standard of what it is to be valued in a, your own community setting, and being able to sometimes survive in those types of settings. Over the years, you try to uncover those parts of yourselves and reveal those parts of yourselves to then make the realization that not everybody and not every circumstance is meant to have that known to them about you. With the underlying energy, it's the Nine of Swords. And there's a part of it that just kind of feels as if it really eats at you that if this doesn't get revealed or resolved or expressed, then it's a way of living that I can't live in that way anymore because it's just not who I am. And that's what the calling is in a way. There is a sense of the kindred spirit in this reading where it feels as if two lone souls have crossed paths, and it gives them the reminder that many people go on this path of feeling as if they haven't found that community or place in their life. It can be a community, it could also be a community where you're in one part of the world, and if it can be in your mind that you're in one part of the world, but it could also be a physical place too, where it just doesn't feel right. There is a closed off energy. An extra card that you have is the Four of Coins, which is a really nice card, especially about creative expression. And the Four of Coins being holding those parts of yourselves from other people and environments, where in fact it could be beneficial because a lot of times you can thrive more when you're yourself. But if you're not yourself, then it feels as if there can be a struggle of motivation in authenticity because it's not a natural instinct for you. It's something that has to be learned. And if it's not something that you want to learn, that's also a struggle too. We do have things that we have to learn that we don't want to learn, but that is a part of life. But the overall being and the comfort of a person, a person's soul, it can be, they can feel as if it's locked away, and it might be for specific reasons. And with that card that came out, with the extra card, the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles, you had the King of Swords, which goes really well with the Four of Pentacles. And the King of Swords isn't that expressive in that way either. In fact, it may be the king that feels as if he doesn't need to show his expressions. And in some cases, maybe if it's in a reversal, there is a sense of numbness to it too, of a guardedness that you may get with the Four of Coins. Because the Four of Coins, it looks like there's riches there, and that would be the goal, instead of something that's more internal. There's actually a card underneath that one, and it is the Eight of Coins. More of a studious card, and you see that there's something in the oven. It looks like something is on the back burner. The present card is the Queen of Wands. And what's nice is that her counterpart is here with the King of Wands. There's definitely a connection, a duo, the dynamic of things. A thriving energy that I get. And you see the sunflowers here that really thrive off of the sun. And with that, I feel like it has to do with direction too. Because the hopes or fears position, you have the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is important for if there's two figures or people, beings working together, then it's more of a cooperative card too. These two energies feel as if they have felt the same in a way where maybe some memories they're different and yet they carry the same emotion or something that reminded their memory of the other person's memory. And it doesn't have to be in a sad way, but with these two fiery energies, it feels like they've gotten stronger and they've moved past it to get to the positions of the Queen and King. And it's also more of a mature energy where they've grown, and as they've gotten older, and piece those parts of their lives and maybe looking back to really analyze those parts of their lives, the situations that they've gone through and why things happen that way, and being able to gain and heal instead of causing fires, if that makes sense. Causing damage instead of healing. These two figures, I feel like they're strongly bonded in multiple ways. There's a lot of court cards, extra cards that I pulled, but there's a major arcana card that's interesting of holding back. And I feel like the King of Wands is holding back from the Queen of Wands. The major arcana, the Hermit. And it's almost as if it's like woodland where you're in the woods and you're trying to find your way. Interestingly, you also have the Baba Yaga card here. So there is a little bit of guidance there, but there is slow progression, but steady and solid progression. From the Empress card in this reading, which is represented by Taurus. But there are multiple court cards, multiple people or communities that can be involved. It looks like with the Seven of Wands, there's also a struggle of why there isn't much communication, and it could be due to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords might be a dominant figure or a part of their situation that makes it difficult to move forward. And goes with the King of Swords. That could also be an aspect of the King of Wands too, of why they haven't fully opened up to the Queen of Wands, since the Queen of Wands feels as if she's in the present situation and he's in the past. So there was a halt. This was in the reverse, the Judgment underneath the Queen of Swords. So a choice hasn't been fully developed from the King of Wands. But justice will get served. You have the extra card, the Justice card, where things end up going in the direction of where they need to go. Regardless of maybe what the King of Wands is wanting, because in reality, the Queen of Wands is definitely a person that would do well with the King of Wands. The fact of the matter is, the King of Wands stepped out and backed down, held back. I am seeing that there is something that gives positive expectation with the Star card in the immediate future. You could get signs of or things that link to the idea that whatever will happen will be with the best intentions, or with, if you want to think good karma, karma doesn't forget, and you will get your compensation. For the Queen of Wands. The other court cards that came out, you have the Knight of Cups. You also have the Page of Swords. And then the King of Coins. So 3 other court cards along with the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups with the Star card being hopeful, in moving forward. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to. I'm not getting to let go of things, but I am seeing to really make decisions for what it is that you're getting from the situation, especially emotionally. And it's definitely something that it's a give and take for relationship dynamics or however the type of relationship this is. But think about what it is that is right for you, because if you're putting in this energy and trying to give more in this relationship while the other person is holding back, it's definitely something that you have to think about. The Knight of Cups, it can be hopeful. Um, it is a coming and going energy. So it could just be the beginning stages of talking, because you also have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can also be linked to the Knight of Cups. Then there's another king. You have three kings here. The King of Pentacles. I actually feel that that's linked to the King of Wands. It's almost as if he's trying to gain his kingdom back. You have the Five of Pentacles, the extra card that came out for the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in this way kind of feels like it's reversed with the Five of Pentacles here, because it feels like there's a lacking of resources. But in reality, um, it feels like that may be what the King of Swords is trying to portray, or trying to not have it so evident that everything is okay. We just need to figure out the next move. Because the King of Swords is linked to the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles, where there looks like there's something there, maybe financially, something that is valuable in this dynamic of the relationship. It could be emotional. With the coins, it's mainly physical. So actually being in the situation, being in the connection instead of holding back, or um, a little bit numb, or there's a block that you have from the King of Swords. So the King of Pentacles, it does seem like there's trying to get the situation back on track. But you do have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is one where it's after the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is moving forward, but to what? The Nine of Cups is towards the end. So based off of everything that you've been through in the beginning stages of this, that suited the Minor Arcana, the Cups, where it can link to relationships, things that we enjoy, the emotional well-being of us. What are things that are important and what would we like to see in our future and move forward towards. And the fish has a crown, so choosing the right fish too. We have Awaz as the extra, or the rune, kind of like the life force and being able to see the strength and to respect the life itself, to give a reason on why things should or are able to live, put energy towards life, is what I'm getting with the rune card. There will be some heaviness in the further future with the Ten of Wands. And this is more of an aged card where you might have to pack your belongings and make that big trip, that journey towards the Nine of Cups. So it feels like there are things that are making their way and coming to the Ten of Wands, because you have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. This is a different suit, but it's the Ten of Wands, and um, the Ten of Wands can be heavy burdens that we're carrying with us. With these, it does feel like there's a strength that you can keep going even when times get tough. There is a sense of being able to carry the load of your situation. But I do feel like it's going in the right direction with the Chariot. Your karmic card for why everything is happening is the Two of Wands. And your environment is the Five of Swords. The Two of Wands feels like a blueprint of this is the time where you could really make plans and to build something, to create something based off of like the Ace of Wands that isn't shown in the reading, where you have the burst of energy and can give you inspiration of what you can create and what you can do and experience. And the Five of Swords might influence that, because the Five of Swords is one where it does feel like something has been discarded, and it does feel like more aggressive than other fives in the minor arcana. There's major and minor arcana. Because before the Five of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, which is more of a like resting, and then the Five of Swords is going in um for that action that you take. Um Swords are linked to a lot of communication, so there might be something that really speaks volumes based off of the action. And with this, since the King of Swords is present, I think that really speaks volumes to the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is just like, well, um, what am I supposed to do with this situation? Because the person isn't present, and it can feel as if the silence is what really dominates the situation too, because there is a lack of not knowing. And from the lack of not knowing, there is only so much you can do, because you're basing the actions off of information that you don't have. And sometimes you tend to fill in the blanks of what might be that situation. So I'll pull out one more card and then I'll read the oracle card, meaning, because it's interesting, the oracle cards are feeling safe and creative expression. Towards the immediate future, I do feel like with the star card, there will be some transparency. And based off of that transparency is what that Ten of Wands is. The extra card is the Ace of Cups. Regardless, there does seem to be something that is what the Queen of Wands carries. And the Queen of Wands is saying, well, I'm great. I'm still confident. I could still do this, that, and the third. I know that I have value and someone else will see value in me. So, regardless of the situation, there's going to be someone out there for me to really reciprocate that. And I'm willing to give. He just needs to get back to, or she needs to get back to. There seems to be a lot of heavy planning in your karmic card, because the further future is the Ten of Wands. And although they're minor arcana for everyday experience, the Ten of Wands is towards the end, and it's not an easy burden. A lot of times, sometimes you want to let go of those burdens, but this is being able to move forward and um plow along, or to bypass those difficulties. So for the oracle messages, I'll do feeling safe first and then creative expression. Any feelings of danger or vulnerability are healing and replaced with a certain knowledge that you are safe and protected right now. Have you felt frightened or insecure lately? If so, this card is a signal that heaven is aware of your feelings and has come to your aid. You're surrounded by heavenly beings who love and protect you on an ongoing basis. The fairies remind you that your thoughts of anger and triggered your feelings of vulnerability. In your mind, you have given power to some outside entity. You believe that this idol that you have created has the power to hurt you, yet the only power it has is that you have attributed to it. The fairies urge you to awaken from this mistaken concept. See that you have the power to create a happy and secure dream and make a decision to feel safe. Affirmation: I am safe, I am secure, I am completely protected at all times. And then the other one, Creative expression. Your heart needs an outlet to express powerful emotions. By drawing this card, you're urged to engage in an artistic and creative endeavor. The fairies sing, dance, and make beautiful decorations as a way of expressing their heart's joyful energy. You, too, are urged to create an outlet for creative expression. Anything artistic or creative will make your heart sing with joy and will allow you to get in touch with your true inner feelings and divine guidance. Painting, flower arranging, photography, sand or snow sculpting, writing, or composing songs are wonderful examples. Your creative expression doesn't need to be skillful or perfect. In fact, the most therapeutic types of creative activities allow you to paint outside the lines. In other words, don't worry whether your creative project is perfect or marketable. Let go of all goals and judgment and instead create your childlike exuberance. Enjoy. Affirmation: I am a highly creative and artistic person. I now allow this side of myself to be expressed. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.